Welcome back, Truth Seeker. January 22nd, 2019. Today, Mariano Rivera, Edgar Martinez, Roy Halladay, and Mike Mussina all elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame, and Mariano Rivera became the first player to get 100% of the vote in his election. A unanimous decision. It's never happened before. Let me show you what's so interesting about this feat for Mariano Rivera today. Notice his birthday is November 29th, 1969. From his birthday to today is 54 days later. Like how there's 54 outs in a complete baseball game. 27 outs for each team. 3 outs, 9 innings. In Gematria, the word baseball equals 54. It's using the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. You just add up the letters as numbers using the alphabetic order. There's 4 base ciphers in Gematria that you want to know. The alphabetic order, where baseball's 54. The alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, where baseball's 18. If you missed my video on Barry Bonds' retirement, 18 days after his 54th birthday with the San Francisco Giants, where they put his jersey up in the bleachers, go back and check that out. The name Bonds is very baseball. Bonds, his jersey was put up by San Francisco, again, 18 days after his 54th birthday. Covered that last season. But alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. So the difference here is, I'll just show you on this cipher. Notice, B is the second letter. A is the first, so 2 plus 1 is 3. S is the 19th letter. The reason when you add it up here it's only 4 is because you take the numerology of S, the 19th letter. 19 is 1 plus 9 is 10 in numerology. 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1. You're just making each letter a single-digit number in that cipher. So baseball, 54 with the alphabetic order, 18 with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. Here what you have is the reverse alphabetic order. So Z is 1, back to A is 26. And this final cipher is the alphabetic order in reverse with the rules of numerology. You see? When you flip the alphabetic order around, baseball's 162, like 162 games in a major league season. And 54 with the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology. And notice what happens if you write out Major League Baseball. The alphabetic order, it's 162, like the number of games in a season. If you just write out Major League, it's 108, like the 108 double stitches on a baseball. It's how in 2016, for the 112th baseball season, I guaranteed the Cubs would win the World Series, breaking the streak, the 108-year drought, as they did. Symbolic numbers. The Cubs hadn't been in the World Series since 45. Notice Major League's 45 with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. Wrigley's 45, Cubs is 45, Illinois is 45. Anyway, so it's 54 days after Mariano's birthday. And I should have told you about the 18. Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in 61. 61's the 18th prime number. The 18th prime. Rivera used to wear the number 42. NYC with the alphabetic orders 14 plus 25 plus 3, 42. New York City. But Rivera used to wear 42. Today's date has a 42 numerology where he gets this award. Today's date numerology also has a life lesson number of 35. Mariano's 35. Notice how Rivera and unanimous go together. Perfect. Rivera, unanimous. And Mariano Rivera, 72. Closer, 72. So what a name for the best closer in the history of Major League Baseball. And I'll say it again, I've been teaching about it for 5 years. A lot of these people in professional sports are born and bred to be. They're named accordingly. Their careers are scripted. You know, it wasn't an accident that the Yankees won their 26th World Series on October 26th, and it's not an accident that they lead the MLB with 27 World Series. Notice MLB's 27. When you flip the alphabetic order around, it's 54. 18 like baseball. 9 like the amount of innings in a game. Notice all these numbers in numerology are 9. 9 is completion in numerology. 9 innings in a baseball game. Yankees lead the MLB with 27 championships. The Celtics lead the world of basketball, the NBA, with 17 championships. These things are not accidents. Not at all. You know, look at Boston, 85-22. Look at basketball, 85-22. You learn this code, you can see through what's been going on all these years in the world of rigged and scripted sports. And I always hate when people come and say, you can't script baseball. I bet you have Netflix. Go turn on Ken Burns' baseball documentary. He talks about how in the early days of professional baseball, every game was scripted to ensure betting outcomes and to create fan excitement. Do you think anything's changed in the last century? Of course not. If they could script it in the 1800s, of course they can script it today. Nothing has changed. It's how I'm able to call World Series after World Series from spring training on, you know. And we don't just do this in baseball, we do this in all the sports. So, you want to call games before they happen, be sure to sign up for my Patreon. You know, the same guy who in July said if Boston makes the World Series, they'll win in Game 5, a span of 99 days from the Super Bowl to conclude the 99th NFL season. They'll win 4-1, close it out with number 41, Chris Sale, and then you'll see 41-year-old Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, because Super Bowl equals 41. It's all a joke. All the sports are scripted together. You know. So we'll leave it there. Until next time, Truth Seeker.